good day to everyone. Welcome to the Professional Summit, Sustainable Development Conference. Today, we're lucky to have these four brilliant and magnificent speakers representing the different departments in our country to tackle on the importance of culture, governance, education, and science system in relation to sustainable development. So I'll not keep you waiting. Let's begin with Ms. Janime Napalyakan to discuss on the importance of culture in sustainable development.
Hi, this is Jenny May Napayakan, one of the board commissioners and an executive director at the National Commission for Culture and Arts in the Philippines. Today, I'll be one of the speakers in the Sustainable Development Conference, focusing on the aspect of culture and its importance in relation to sustainable development in our country, Philippines. Alright, so culture is something that binds people together. It is something that fuses differences to attain oneness, like behaviors, beliefs, values, symbols, traditions. So like these make up the identity of people being tied up by a culture. The two categories of culture mainly revolve on material and non-material ones. May this culture has something to do with physical objects that hold significant values among certain group of people. On the other hand, it may be also on non-material aspects, entailing values, ideas, beliefs, norms, rules, and principles that anchor the way people live. So, how important it is to have culture sustainability. As a pillar of the community's identity, it is just healthy to preserve what defines our root. If culture is being practiced and is being valued, the country prospers and sustainability will be realized. People would never abandon their culture despite of the raging foreign influences brought about by the globalization. And of course, people will still continue embracing the real culture, the real root, the real identity, the real home, thus achieving sustainability. As the official government agency for culture and arts in the Philippines, it is our task to make an overall policy for the implementation, development, and promotion of culture and arts in the Philippines. So, of course, it is as well the agency's task to, administer the National Endowment Fund for Culture and Arts, or as what we call NEFCA, which is a fund exclusively for the implementation of culture and arts programs and projects. So this way, the country will be able to fully live up on the culture sustainability to preserve the Filipino identity from generation to generation.
Thank you, Ma'am Napalyakan. And now, let's proceed to Dr. Nabel Kusain to discuss the importance of governance in sustainable development.
Hello and welcome to those of you who have come to join us at our summit today. I am Dr. Nabel Kusain, Secretary of Department of Environment and Natural Resources, and I am here as the agency's representative. It is a great honor to be invited to this summit and to participate in discussions about how we can achieve sustainable development in our country. It is nothing new for us to be confronted with new problems about the state of our natural environment. The more sophisticated the world becomes, the more complicated the problems we face, to the point that they become worrying since they are more difficult to solve and put a stop to. Because modern challenges demand modern answers, we will no longer be skeptical of our judgments because they will promote the common good of our country and the world. While it is becoming increasingly clear that environmental issues such as climate change and global warming pose existential concerns to human societies, these issues will almost certainly endure and even worsen unless governments undertake effective and potentially expansive environmental measures. The government is critical to attaining sustainable development. Fair and effective governance is essential for development that benefits both people and the environment. Processes, decisions, and outcomes that sustain natural resources, alleviate poverty, and improve the quality of life are all part of good governance. A governance lens provides tremendous motivation for supporting sustainable development reforms in policies and programs. These include providing open and transparent opportunities for poor and disadvantaged persons to gain access to information and protect their rights to land, forest, and energy resources, as well as encouraging governments to adopt policies that are more people and environment friendly. The large infusion of public finance for mitigation and adaptation, as well as the complicated political processes that support climate change talks, should benefit from governance views to eliminate the power, interests, and resources at stake to achieve better outcomes. The goal of good governance in sustainable development is to help societies build effective governments with a democratic framework and to put sustainable development concept into practice through global collaboration. First, empowering the public to participate effectively in decision making in the public interest and to participate in local projects. Second, at the local level, developing and reinforcing good governance. Lastly, increasing the capacity of the public and government at the local level to work together to improve people's well-being. While many factors influence development, good governance has long been recognized as an essential instrument for achieving sustainable development and is now regarded as a critical component to include development plans. Good governance encourages accountability, openness, efficiency, and the rule of law at all levels, allowing for efficient management of human, environmental, economic, and financial resources for equitable and sustainable development while also ensuring civil society engagement in decision making. Good governance and sustainable development are two notions that are inextricably linked. While good governance does not guarantee sustainable development, its absence substantially inhibits it and at worst obstructs progress.
Thank you, Dr. Kusain. The time is running, so let's not prolong the agony of waiting. Let's all welcome Teacher Marie Kimberly Mankau to introduce us with the importance of education to sustainable development.
Hello, I am Marie Kimberly C. Mancao, an educator from the Philippine Department of Education, and today I will be your speaker in this Sustainable Development Conference focusing on the importance of education to sustainable development. So according to Irina Bokova, the Director General of UNESCO 2015, education is key to the global integrated framework of sustainable development goals. Education is at the heart of our efforts both to adapt to change and to transform the world within which we live. A quality basic education is the necessary foundation for learning throughout life in a complex and rapidly changing world. So what are the importance of education to sustainable development? Education is an important means of implementation for sustainable development, and it provides an important construct where the perceived tensions between economic, social, and environmental development can be harmonized and integrated into a single concept and pursuit of sustainable well-being for all. Education is the answer to ensure a sustainable future, and it is by providing the right information for all people. Education can change people's values and behaviors, encouraging them to engage on more sustainable lifestyles. And lastly, education can break the cycle of poverty, malnutrition, and diseases that affects many worldwide.
Thank you, Ma'am Cow. So for now, we are down in the last topic, which is the importance of science system in sustainable development. And may I give the floor to the last speaker, Engineer Dr. Aljon Byron.
Hello, I am Engineer Dr. Aljon Byron, the Undersecretary of Research and Development of the Department of Science and Technology. I'm glad to become one of the speakers at this Sustainable Development Summit and to be able to share my expertise in the following ways in the importance of science system to the sustainability. This time, I will be dealing the importance of science system in the sustainable development. And if you are curious about this subject, I want you to lend your ears and stay focused as I continue. Alright, we are all aware that science is an effective tool for better understanding the world, right? We can describe the fundamental system of models with increasingly accurate models by formulating testable predictions. We can utilize these models and explanations to predict the likely consequences of our actions, allowing us to make an informed judgment by improving our ability to be able to monitor natural events. We, the Department of Science and Technology, continue to improve and understand the world. This is critical for long-term development to become more resource efficient by figuring out how to increase the quality of life while reducing the resources we consume. Science system can supply the information needed for environmentally sound development by studying and monitoring natural processes that affect carrying capacity. This can be beneficial to acquire an understanding of essential environment science subjects to realize the importance of this sector. This will also assist the long-term scientific evolutions, encourage sustainable development, and ensure that science responds to our changing requirement. Hence, science must play an essential role to pursue sustainable development, particularly in the following areas: energy use and technologies that helps in minimizing the emissions of climate change, or in other words, technologies for sustainable development. Finally, climate change can be addressed through science. The planet's future is in jeopardy due to climate change, and we witness the consequences every year. We can stop climate change through science, like investing in renewable energy, reusing fossils, and improving transportation efficiency. With that, the science system can be an avenue to achieve and promote sustainable development, especially in our country these days.
Alright, thank you so much, Engineer Dr. Bagron. I bet that wraps our conference today, and I would like to extend my gratitude to speakers of today's summit. And I want to say thank you to everyone who joined, listened, and participate in this activity. I am George Mendoza, saying thank you and God bless us all.